Good morning, good morning. It is day 2 of March Movement Month. Thank you for being up and being here. Today is March 10th. It is currently 6:39 in the morning here on the East Coast of the United States. As you guys know, we are working, getting with it. Thank you guys for being here. Good morning as always. As you check in, make sure let me know where you're checking from, what time of day it is, where you are. Welcome to the walk. Weather's finally starting to break. Gonna get out a little bit more. As things change, things stay the same. Good morning, welcome in. What's up, OG? Thanks for being here this morning. A short period of time, not gonna be on long. I did just want to get on and let you know we're continuing with March Movement Month. This month is all about movement in your life. The focus is paying attention and acting with intention. As we talk about discipline on a regular basis, we have to understand that it starts with first being aware, tapping. So being aware is different from awareness. Awareness is always there. Awareness is not something that you develop. Being aware is tapping into awareness, because in order to truly be aware and tap into awareness, we have to pay attention, and then to develop discipline, we have to act with intention. So what does this mean, guys? What are we saying? What are we trying to get at? Well, ultimately, what we're trying to say, what we're trying to get to, what we're trying to explain and understand is that everything in our life will require for us to take some type of action, for us to be involved in achieving. But if we stand by and let the world dictate the flow, the course, the activities, and the behaviors, we'll always be following. We'll always be behind. We'll always be led by something else. That can often lead to frustration, irritation, unhappiness, anger. How do we overcome that? Overcoming it's quite simple. To overcome it, we need to make sure we are paying attention and acting with intention every day of our life. So this morning, I want to encourage you to get up and let's get going with attention and intention. Let's stop allowing the day to get on top of us. Let's get on top of the day. Oftentimes when we don't have anything worth waking up for every morning, your life, your goal, your focus is worth waking up for every morning. What you're working towards, your objectives, your thoughts, what you're building is worth waking up for every morning. When we look at working on ourselves, we look at building and edifying ourselves, we look at personal growth, when we look at our life as our own, if the only thing you're getting up for is to go to work for someone else, and when it's time for you to work on you, you don't apply the same effort, you don't apply the same dedication, you don't apply the same level of just giving a F, just caring. Like if you don't care enough about you to get up for you, then you are letting yourself down. Stop asking people to invest more in you than you're willing to invest into yourself. This is something we must realize, we must do. What does this mean? It means that the actions that we take on a regular basis towards our own growth and development need to be driven by us. We need to understand that we are the catalyst for this achievement. that we have to come to the realization and the understanding that we will help these things be achieved. These things don't get achieved because one day, all of a sudden, somebody decides, hey, I'm going to save your life. These things get accomplished and they get achieved because we make the investment. Today is the day. You have to stop waiting for things to happen. You have to stop being smarter than the outcome. You need to be dumb enough to do it. And this is the problem, is we overthink it. We get too smart. We need to know too much. We make it too complicated. Do it. It's going to fail or it's going to succeed, but at least you're doing something. Stop sitting around waiting for all the answers and all the times to be perfect. Stop waiting for everything in life to align itself for you to be able to take your next steps. What we need to do now is the step. It's just go. I'm on here for March Movement Month. It's a 28-day challenge. This is day 2. The challenge is very simple. No scrolling. For me, no scrolling, no games. I'm eating 2 meals a day. 1 in the morning after a workout and 1 in the evening. I'm following this up with direct activity on my life, making sure that I'm taking my time to focus. Just in one day, just in the first day of it, I found a significant return in the ability to be able to spend time with my wife and my family. When we make our lives and the people in our lives our priority, then we can make movement. We have to stop complaining, stop looking at others, and start taking on the challenges. Thank you all for being here this morning. If you haven't checked in yet, please check in. Let me know where you're checking in from, what time of day it is where you are. Thank you very much. It's powerful in the world. For real. No, it all. It can be really tough. It can be really tough to be in a space where everything is about having all of the answers and knowing all of the things. We don't. I don't have all the answers. I don't know all the things. But I do know for the things that are important to us, if we don't take action towards achieving and living in those things, then we'll find ourselves constantly disgruntled people. We'll find ourselves constantly at wit's end. We'll find ourselves constantly just challenging just barriers that we can't seem to get past. How do we get past it? How do we grow? How do we achieve? We do so by focusing on developing the skills within ourselves to get there. It's about working on ourselves. What is this thing you want to do? And that's why this month is about attention and intention. We have to pay attention to the behaviors and the actions that we take that are not moving us towards our goal. Don't get up and say, hey, I'm not happy where I am, and then refuse to take steps to get out of it. Don't stand somewhere where you say you're not happy and then not move. If you're not happy, if you want more, if this isn't what you're looking for, if you're not seeing what you want to see, if you're not achieving what you want to achieve, it's not on anybody else. You have to break the bonds of yourself. We have to break our own mental and emotional bonds that keep us in a space where someone says this is as much as we're going to be or as much as we're going to do. Today, join me on the challenge for the next 28 days. Pay attention, act with intention, look at your behaviors. At the end of every day, sit down for at least 10 minutes and go over your decisions for the day. Were there emotional reactions? Were you balanced? Did you consider the things that you were doing before you did them? Or were you just on auto drive? Did you get up to take care of you, or did you get up just to be where someone else tells you you need to be? Every day in life presents opportunities. They are grand, they are phenomenal, and they are there for you to take, there for you to grab hold and achieve. I encourage you to do so. If we want to fix anything in our life, if we want to fix anything in what we do, we want to take control of our lives, how we engage, how we talk, who we encounter. If we want to take control of these things, it must start with us taking control of ourselves. It must start with us taking control of our thoughts and our actions. We must be aware, we must act with intention, and we must pay attention. And we need to do it on a regular basis. I'll repeat this over and over, people, because when you pay attention, it means something. So for a lot of people, it's difficult to figure out the difference between awareness and being aware. When you become aware, meaning that you are, give me a second, let me fix this camera. When you become aware, becoming aware means that you are tapping into the things that are happening around you and you're paying attention. They're not just there. I'll give you a perfect example. I'm in the store, I've got my daughter. We're shopping, right? My youngest daughter, they have these little carts that you can push around where the kids sit down at the bottom. And so I'm going through the store, picking some things up. I'm paying attention to the things that I know I need. There's a list of things that I know I need to have. So I'm paying attention to that. I am focused on that. My daughter occasionally says something and I absent-mindedly respond. Not really, she's 3 years old. Pretty sure she said foot tangles. Don't know what that means. All right, sure, baby, foot tangles. Listen, I am not paying attention to this conversation with this 3-year-old because I'm focused. I have things I need to do. I have a specific task that my wife gave me, and you know I need to be focused on what my wife told me to get. And so I'm going through and I'm getting these things. And then when I finish, I go up, I do the self-checkout, I roll the cart up to the front, grab the bags, come on baby, she climbs out, we walk out, I'm going to get in the car, put the bags in, pick the baby up to put her in, she's got a new toy in her hand. Didn't have it when we went in, she's got it now, and I'm pretty sure I didn't pay for it. Here's the thing, guys, I'm not raising a little kleptomaniac, but what I did do is even though there was awareness, I am aware that there's a child in the cart. I am aware that I'm shopping. I am aware that there are things happening around me. What I was not doing was paying attention to that specific thing. Because if you don't pay attention, you can't act with intention. When you pay attention, you've all been there, all you parents, if you're out, you're shopping, your kid picks up something, you tell them, put it back. Hey, listen, I said, put it back. So you're paying attention, you're acting with intention. So when you go about life and you're living and you're working and you're doing the things that are a part of your life, there are so many things that go on auto drive where you're not paying attention, you're not acting with intention, you're just moving. I'm telling you this month, what we're looking to do is completely different. We are going to pay attention, we're going to act with intention, and we're going to achieve, people. That's what this challenge is about. I want to thank you for being here so much. I want to thank you for being a part of this walk and talk. Remember, pay attention, act with intention, join the 28-day challenge, like, subscribe, share, and when you're there, take an opportunity to take a look at my family page. It's the Baby Birds. It's run by my wife. It's a great way to get insight into our life on how we pay attention, act with intention. And as always, guys, remember, keep showing up, keep growing up, keep blowing up. Until the next time, guys, God bless. Take care.